Okay, this is actually an improvement video on the video I made just recently. I think it was yesterday, where I was trying to show in 3D how we actually will see a 12-hour sun at the equator no matter what time of year. And because of the bending of light, it's kind of tricky to replicate in 3D. You gotta kind of do some workarounds with refraction and glass and stuff like that. You can't, basically in 3D you got straight light, and it's really difficult to try to mimic or portray how the light is actually bending upward, but you can understand that if you have common sense. But anyway, I went back in and I refined it a little bit better, so you can see that the sun is rising at the same time from either the equator or either solstice, and it'll set the same way. So let me just scrub the frames here. You'll see I have three suns, one in the middle, one on the left, one on the right. We still got the concavity of the Earth curving up like that, and it's just difficult to do. I had to lessen the refractive index to get it to virtually be the same. It's virtually the same as it's rising above the horizon like that. You see one on the left, one on the middle, one on the right, and it's going like that. So actually that's the sunset, so let's go back to the sunrise over here. Okay, that's the sunrise. Yeah, you got the squishing. Hello. And the reason why we get that vertical squishing like that is because of the bending light and the glass. But it's rising. On camera there. Okay. The sunlight is rising like that. And it's a big trick, but it works perfectly. And that's what we see in reality is the illusion that it casts upon you and made you, scientific man, have their foundations completely corrupted, not understanding that it's simply inside the concavity of the Earth. And let me go into some of my older videos to explain, like the Sundog video. I explained how even ham radio antenna enthusiasts will admit that the light is bending upward. They'll call it energy, but energy is light.
Happening because there's glass and there's bending light, and it's all converging toward the center.
A key takeaway from this diagram is that antennas usually do not propagate directly horizontal to the Earth, but rather the energy tends to travel up a bit.
Up a bit. Up a bit.
In this video, I'm going to easily...
So, there you go. Energy travels up a bit, so I'm sure you've watched this one before, but it's a good visual depiction of how light is actually bending up toward the center. With this horizontal ham radio antenna, a dipole antenna, it shows like from the bottom or the top, when you look up toward the sky, it's going to bend up like that and converge like that, kind of like a letter 8, a number 8. And what we don't see, I mean, if light were straight, we'd see it like this. We'd see a little tiny celestial sphere, completely the microcosm of what they call a macrocosm. I mean, just totally inverted and opposite. But that's what it happens. It creates this visual perception of a dome over your head. Okay? So, go back to light wave here. Yeah, I really just had to lessen the intensity of the refraction to get it to at least rise simultaneously. You're still going to get a slight concave curvature, and that's not really what we see. But if light were straight, I mean, obviously it would look a lot different, and I do suspect that's going to happen in the new kingdom when the new heaven and the new earth are formed. So there you go. Let's go back over here and just do it one more time. So it's setting right now. It's virtually, it's the same height. It's no problemo. Okay, no problem at all. All right. Welcome home. Welcome inside my brain, my mind, if I have a brain. That's questionable.